Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us the most. And we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, talented, gorgeous, and famous? But in the matter of fact, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not give any service to the world. And there is nothing enlightening about shrinking yourself to the point that people do not feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, but it's in all of us. And when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we liberate ourselves from our own fear, we actually help liberate others. That is a quote by Marianne Williamson's award-winning book, A Return to Love, written in 1992. Now, if any of you have ever played sports, such as basketball or football in high school, then you probably remember those inspirational speeches that our coaches gave us to get us fired up. I remember that my coach actually used that exact same quote 1 week before our first playoff game one year, and with one beautiful paragraph of words, we were able to have the best practice ever that week. Now, this quote stands out to me more than any other because I feel it is directly talking to me. It really makes me think about how I've been living my life, and it can be some of the best advice that someone can give, and I want to share that with you, my fellow classmates. Now, when I was younger, I was always that guy who was caught up with the two words, what if? What if she says no to me if I ask her out? What if I don't make the team if I try out? What if this and what if that? Those two words have stopped me so many times from taking advantage of so many opportunities, and I still do not regret taking advantage of those opportunities to this day. And I look back at those things. I look back and I think, why not at least try? During my life, I was very afraid of rejection and failure, as I'm sure you all were, because in high school, all we deal with is being judged for 4 straight years. I never really gave myself the chance to succeed because I was too caught up with the fear that if I was going to fail, my life was actually going to end. And that's one of the worst feels ever. Now, I think to myself, why think that? Now, even though fear is meant to help us in life or death situations, sometimes we get afraid in things that just aren't dangerous. Judith Orioff, MD, says that if you do not make it your business to overcome fear, fear will definitely try to overcome you. Now, I know that, in fact, I have the potential to become brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous, and so do you all. But why are so many people in this world afraid of progress, evolution, and achievement? Are we afraid of responsibility, power, respect, or are we afraid of the biggest honor of all, being someone's role model? All of these things can, in fact, be scary. When you fail, you don't have that much to lose. But once you succeed, that is when things start to get real. We can always lose that love of the life that we have tried so hard to impress. We can always lose that job that we work day in and day out to get, and we can just be fired, right, just like that. But don't worry. Once you have experienced being successful, you can learn how to keep it. Benjamin Barber, a successful sociologist, once stated that I don't divide the world into the weak and the strong, or the successes and the failures. I divide the world into the learners and the non-learners. Now, as humans, of course, we are all born as learners. But some of us are so scared of messing up that we don't bother to learn or change, so we end up living as the non-learners. We let the fear of the unknown and the fear of failure prevent us from unlocking new skills and taking advantage of so many opportunities that are given to us every single day. And we prevent ourselves from growing. Now, as we get older in our lives, we start to develop the feeling that we should be ashamed by our failures and mistakes. But you know who doesn't care about failures and what other people think about them? Babies. In Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, she stated that babies have the biggest pressures to learn than any of us. They are constantly facing obstacles every single day. And they don't have exactly easy challenges to overcome either. They have to learn how to walk and talk. They constantly fall over and over and say words that don't exist. But do they care? No, because they're babies. But you know at the end, they always end up succeeding. We all started to crying, to talking gibberish, to just saying mama and papa, but now we speak a full language. We had so many falls and speed bumps on the road, but in the end, as you can see, we all succeeded. Think of some of the best speakers that were able such as Martin Luther King, Steve Jobs, and many others. They all started out the same way we did, as speechless babies. With practice and experience, they were able to perfect the craft of talking and make some of the best presentations ever and actually change the world with their words. How about some of the greatest athletes? Michael Jordan, Michael Phelps, Derek Jeter, and many others. They all started out the same we did, as crawling babies, but in the end, they were able to test their bodies to new limits and able to overcome great challenges. Now, do you think these individuals got where they were by playing it safe and not trying? No. They stuck their neck out in the line of fire every single day and trained to reach limitless goals. Now, we are always told to grow up, but we need to start having a fearlessness to keep trying and failing until we finally reach success. We actually need to start acting like babies again. If we do, maybe we can start reaching our full potentials. Now, we can all achieve our dreams no matter how big they may seem. We can all get that dream job, that dream car, that dream house. All we need to be able to do is be fearless and know what we need to achieve those things. Just go out to the world and do what you have to do no matter what the what-ifs are. We all have the power to become true and reach true happiness. And the one thing that always true is that we will always be our own friends in our lives. Don't let yourself become the antagonist in your own life story. Now remember, we all have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous. Ruben, I want you to repeat after me. I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous.
I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, powerful.
Talented
and powerful.
Sean, I want you to repeat after me. I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous.
I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous.
Now I want everybody in this room to repeat after me. I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous.
I have the power to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and famous.
Thank you very much.